Good afternoon, students. Okay, in the yesterday's class, we have came across the digestive system in man, and in the today's class, we are going to continue with the human physiology only. And in this human physiology, we are studying regarding the human respiratory system. Okay, now here in the human respiratory system, with respect to the digestive system is concerned with the digestion of the food, and human respiratory system is concerned with the process of exchange of gases, process in which the gases get sectioned, especially oxygen as well as carbon dioxide. And regarding the basics of this, which you know very well. Okay, now as far as the human respiratory system is concerned, in the respiratory system, now what are the structures that are involved in the human respiratory system? Okay, now if we look at all these structures, then definitely we are going to find the first structure. Yes, as it is going to start with the first one. Here we will come across the first term in the human respiratory structure. First is said to be what? The external nostrils. Then second one, nasal cavity. Okay, then you can just go through the structures here. So what are the structure that we are going to find here after the nasal cavity? Third one is the pharynx. Fourth one is larynx. Fifth one is trachea. And last one is lungs. Okay. Yes. Okay, fine. Now here, if you look at all these structures, then you can see this. First one, external nostril. External nostril is nothing but it is the external opening up of the nose. So external nostril, it means the external opening. Yes. Bhagya, Bhangi, buccal cavity, nasal cavity are different. Buccal cavity ಅಂದ್ರೆ oral cavity ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, mouth region ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Nasal cavity means the nose region ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And these two regions are separated by a hard palate. These two regions are separated by a hard palate. Oral cavity ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರೆದಾಗ, so whenever we take the food, then ultimately the oral cavity, through the oral cavity, food gets entered into the pharynx and then it enters into the esophagus, which already we have studied in the yesterday's class. And suppose in the respiratory system, as it includes the nasal cavity, this nasal cavity, it just divides the oral cavity with the help of a palate. Oral cavity ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಮಗೆ ರೂಫ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಲೆಟ್ ಅದ, ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾಲೆಟ್ ಅದ. ಆ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾಲೆಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? Yes, that hard palate, it separates what? It separates the nasal cavity as well as oral cavity. ಇವು ಎರಡೂನು separation ಮಾಡ್ತದ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ nose cavity ಮತ್ತು mouth cavity ಎರಡು separate ಆಗಿ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಇವೆರಡು ಸಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋನಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್, ಸಪರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸೀಳ್ಳ ತುಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಕ್ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾಲೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಯಾಲೆಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವಿತ್ ಎ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್. ಅದು ಕಂಜೆನಿಟಲ್ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಕಂಜೆನಿಟಲ್ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ನಾವು ಕಂಜೆನಿಟಲ್ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಬೈ ಬರ್ತ್, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ. Now here we are talking about the normal conditions. We are not talking about the abnormal conditions. Okay. Now, as we have all these structures here, you can just go through this structure here. What we have here is external nostril, mainly represented by the external opening. Then second, nasal cavity is of most important. Now this nasal cavity, mainly it is divided into cavity. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇರ್ತದ, ಸಂಕೇತ. ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. Nasal cavity, what is its function? Its major function is, yes, olfaction, the major function of the nasal cavity is olfaction. Then filtration, and warming of air. Okay, so here what we say, what is the function of nasal cavity? Nasal cavity main kelsa ಏನು? Now the major function, as you can see it here, is olfaction. Olfaction ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Sense of smell. It's a sense of smell. You can smell the things through the olfaction, olfactory centers, and through this olfaction most of the food becomes tasty due to its good smell. Okay, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 90% of the food are very tasty due to its smell and 10% is by taste. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಕುಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಿಚನ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ ಕಿಚನ್ ದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಆಗದೈತಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಡಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಆಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೂಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್, ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ Okay, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಬಹುದು. That means based on the smell, you will come to know that what type of food is cooking inside my kitchen. Okay, so that is what is said to be olfaction, sense of smell. Smell ಇರಲೇಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಫುಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಫುಡ್ ಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಡಿಶ್ ಗೆ ಅದರದಾದಂತ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಇರ್ತದ. ಅಂಡ್ we will come to know based on the what sense of smell, olfaction ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Now suppose if the sense organs ಯಾವುದು especially sense of smell, if it does not work out, then what will happen, especially during cough and cold, ನೆಗಡಿ ಅದು ಆದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ತರದ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರೀಸನ್ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಮೇಲ ವಾಸನೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಕೆಲವು ಫುಡ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಹತ್ತಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್ ರಾಹುಲ್, ಡಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್? ನೀರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಮೆಲ್ ಇರ್ತದ, ಇದು ನೀವು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇಂದ ಕಲ್ಕೊಂತ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ವಾಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಲರ್ಲೆಸ್, odorless and tasteless liquid ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Does it have any smell? No. Yes, it does not have any smell. Yes, until and unless if it is mixed with any other substances. Okay, now as far as the nasal cavity is concerned, apart from the olfaction, next ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು? Filtration. Filtration of what? A filtration of air. Air gets filtered because the air that we inhale may also contain yes, Shweta Bolol, rain water is also colorless. ನೀರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬಣ್ಣ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Yes, you know it very well. Okay, now next is filtration. That means the air gets filtered. Whenever we are inhaling the air, air has to get filtered because it contains a lot of dust particle along with the pathogens. So the filtration of the air also occurs. It is due to the presence of the hairs in the nasal cavity. Then next, warming. Warming means it is a heating up of the air. That means whenever we are present in the environmental conditions, the environmental conditions will be changing. Suppose if you are exposed to cold environmental condition, ವಾತಾವರಣ ಬಹಳ ತಂಪಿತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರ our body temperature is constant. What will be our body temperature? Our body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. Now suppose if there is an increase in the temperature or decrease in the temperature, now does it increases or decreases our body temperature? No. This is because we are maintaining a constant homeostasis. Andre ಒಂದು constant environmental condition ನಾವು maintain ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀವಿ. That's why what happens is, if the condition of the air andre in the environment, if the air is very cool, then when it enters into the nasal cavity, the warming up of air occurs. It is due to the presence of the blood vessels. Blood vessels irtav nam nasal cavity ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಆ blood vessels ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ they warm up the air so that it can reach the body temperature. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಮ್ಲಾಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರ temperature will be 0 degrees Celsius. ಆ 0 degrees Celsius temperature ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಮ lungs ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋತಂದ್ರ the lungs will get frozen, it gets freezed out, but that does not happen. This is because warming up of air occurs. Okay, it maintains the body temperature. This is the function of the nasal cavity. Nasal cavity major role is olfaction, sense of smell, filtration of the air and the dust particle, and warming up of the air to reach the body temperature. Then pharynx. Okay, now let me take the pharynx here. Now regarding the pharynx, as you know, pharynx is called as what? Common passage for food and air. Okay, so pharynx is said to be the common passage for food and air, as we have studied it in the yesterday's class. Okay, you can just look at this diagram degree presentation here. Now here you have the nostril. This is the first one. This is the nasal cavity. The second one, and this is the third one, the pharynx. You can look at the pharynx. Pharynx andre gantalu anta karitere. It will be single. ಒಂದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. And pharynx is the common passage for what? For the food as well as for the air. ಅದರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Now this pharynx is divided into different regions. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ regions ಆಗಿ divide ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. What are those? This pharynx is divided into oropharynx, nasopharynx, third one is laryngopharynx. Okay, now look at the parts here. Yes, Indurani, respiratory system does not involve esophagus. Esophagus is involved only in what? Only in the transport of food, supply of food. So that's why our respiratory system, it does not involve esophagus. Esophagus involve agangilla. Okay. Now, oropharynx. Pharynx three parts and karitive. Oro andre oral cavity dinda arise aguvanta pharynx. ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ oropharynx. Yes. Nasal cavity ದಿಂದ arise ಆಗುವಂತ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ pharynx, nasopharynx. Nasal cavity ದಿಂದ next pharynx larynx region ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದ. It is called as a laryngopharynx. Okay, so these are the three parts. Then in the respiratory system, which are the two parts that are involved here? One is the nasopharynx, other one is the laryngopharynx. So these are the two parts which are involved in what? In the respiratory system. Okay, so this is regarding the pharynx. And pharynx is the common passage for food and air, where air also enters through the same part, food also enters through the same part. But ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we will come across it in the next part. In the larynx part we will discuss. Okay, so let me take the larynx. So you can see here fourth part in the diagram is the larynx. This is the larynx. Okay, now let us see the larynx. Larynx is commonly called as what? Larynx is commonly called as what? It's called as voice box, or it is also called as sound box. Now, as you know, why it is called as voice box or sound box? Because it produces sound due to the presence of vocal cord. Cords navalli cords enagtava antandre when air comes out of the lungs inda gaali horagade bandaga avage enagtava, they beat, they vibrate, and hence what will happen is these vocal cords will produce the sound, and they are present in the larynx region. And because of this reason, larynx is also said to be voice box. Yes. Okay, larynx ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, suppose if we take at this structure, okay, let us take this structure in this larynx region. ಇದರ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ glottis ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, opening, and over this it is surrounded by an epiglottis. So this is glottis, this is epiglottis. Now what will happen here? Whenever you will be swallowing, usually ನಾವು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯುವಾಗ ಉಸಿರಾಡ್ಸಕ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಾಗ ಉಸಿರಾಡ್ಸಕ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. whenever you will be engulfing ನುಂಗು ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ, due to the presence of a single pharynx. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ larynx region ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು glottis ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದರ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಒಂದು epiglottis, a cover will be there. ನೀವು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರ ಈ ಟ್ರಾಕಲ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಪುಷ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ವಿಂಡ್ ಪೈಪ್ ಅಂತದ ಟ್ರಾಕೆಲ್ ರೀಜನ್, ಅದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಪುಷ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಅವಾಗ ಈ ಎಪಿಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್ ಮುಚ್ಚದ. ಇದು ಮುಚ್ಚಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಇಂದ ಫುಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ವಾಟರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಸೋಫೇಗಸ್ ನಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈ ಟ್ರಾಕಿಯಲ್ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಇಸೋಫೇಗಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Behind that, esophagus will be present. Yes. Now, when the epiglottis is closed, then the tracheal region is closed. Andre food ಅಥವಾ water ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ರೈಟ್. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏರ್ ಗಾಳಿ ತಗೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ಈ ಎಪಿಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ. ಓಪನ್ ಆದಾಗ ನೇಸಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಗಾಳಿ ಈ ಲ್ಯಾರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ ದಿಂದ ಟ್ರಾಕಿಯಾ ರೀಜನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದ. ಎಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್. Now, that's why what we say is larynx is guarded by a glottis over which it is having a epiglottis, and this larynx has vocal cords that will be producing sound. Yes, it produces the sound. So vocal cord will produce the sound. Okay. Yes. Sukanya Hebbal. Yes. We always take air, then it will be open. We always take air antandre, yes, now respiration ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. It is a continuous process. But whenever you are engulfing, yes, Ganpati, can you listen me? Whenever you are engulfing, ನೀವು ಏನೋ ನುಂಗ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರ ನೀರ್ ಕುಡಿರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಉಸಿರಾಟ ಬಂದಾಗ್ತದ. ಆಗಿನ ಟೈಮ್ ಟೆಂಪರರಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾರೆ drink water and just check it out. Yes, whenever you are drinking water, you cannot respire. ಎರಡು ನಾವು at a time process ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಅದ. we have a single pharynx. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಎಪಿಗ್ಲಾಟಿಸ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗೋ ಟೈಮ್ನಾಗ ಫುಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ನಮ್ ಟ್ರಾಕಿಯಲ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಹೋಗುವಂತ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಅದ. ನಮ್ ಟ್ರಾಕಿಯಲ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಹೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗತಿ, ಕಫ್ ಕೆಮ್ಮತ್ತದ, ನೆತ್ತಿಗೆ ಇರ್ತದ. Correct? This is what happens because we have a single pharynx. One pharynx ada, adakagi ee reeti aguvantada, and that single pharynx opens into the esophagus. It also opens into the tracheal region. Okay? Yes. Okay, next one. After the larynx, next part yavud bardata? Yes, trachea. Okay, let's look at the trachea. Trachea is called as a windpipe. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು windpipe ಅಂತಾನೂ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, and it is also called as a air pipe also. So trachea is also called as windpipe, and it is also called as air pipe. Okay. Now, why we call it as a windpipe or why we call it as a air pipe? Because air enters through this, wind enters through this. ಗಾಳಿ ಅದರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. That's why it is also called as air pipe or windpipe. Okay. Yes. Sahana AK, thyroxine gland present in the larynx. Yeah, thyroid gland is present in the nearer to the larynx as well as tracheal region. Correct? Okay. Yes. So trachea, it's a long tube-like structure which is guarded by C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Now, just look at the trachea in the diagram. Can you see the cartilaginous rings? Yes. Can you see? Fine. They are C-shaped. Yes. Correct? What is the shape? C shape. In the trachea, what do we have? We have C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Correct? Okay. Around 15 to 20 cartilaginous rings. 15 to 20 cartilaginous rings are present. Due to the presence of these cartilaginous rings, our trachea remains always open. ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ನಮ್ ಟ್ರಾಕಿಯಾ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೆವರ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Yes, it is due to presence of C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Trachea gets branched into bronchus, singular bronchus ಎರಡು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು bronchi ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Yes, okay. Now we have two bronchi, left and right. Where do they enter? Where do they enter? Yes, they enter into respective lungs. Okay, how many lungs do we have? How many lungs do we have? Very good, two, left and right. Out of which lung is little bit smaller than the other? Left lung, right lung, ಎರಡು lungs ಅದಾವ ನಮಗೆ. ಯಾವ lung ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಣ್ಣದಿರ್ತದೆ? Yes, left or right? Okay, I am getting both answers. ಕೆಲವು ಜನ right ಅನ್ನತ್ತೀರಿ, ಕೆಲವು ಜನ left ಅನ್ನತ್ತೀರಿ. ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು? Left ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, right ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು? Yes, okay. Now left lung is a little bit smaller than the right lung. This is because our heart is located at the thoracic region, chest region, and in that chest region the heart is at the center. Yes, the heart is at the center, but its apex andre tip anta karitivi. The heart apex tip is tilted towards left side. Idu swalpa left side tilt agada. That's why left lung is a little bit smaller than right lung. Andre heart left side illa center daga nada, adra swalpa adra tip aortic arch anta ಏನು ಬರ್ತದ ಅದು left side tilt agada. That's why left lung is little bit smaller than the right lung. And the region where the heart is located is said to be mediastinum. Okay, you can just see it here. This region, ಈ region ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, this region we call it as mediastinum. Mediastinum is a region in which heart is located. Heart is located in between the lungs in a region called as mediastinum ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. As it is located at the center, its apex is little bit tilted towards the left side. That's why left lung is smaller than right lung. Little bit, not to a more extent. Okay. Now look at the lungs there. In the lungs, what we have is we have a layer. We have a layer. Now, what is this layer called as? Pleural layer. Okay, we have a layer called as a pleural layer, and that layer, okay, let me show it in the diagram. Here on the outer side, with the help of a red color, I will show you. This is the outer layer. This is the pleural membrane. ಎರಡು ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ, ಎರಡು ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ. ಎರಡು ಲೇಯರ್ಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. There is a fluid, and based on the membrane we have that fluid. What is that fluid? Yes, it is the, I'll write it here. Pleural fluid. The fluid that is present in between the lungs. Andre, okay, when the trachea gets branched here, with a rough sketch I'm just showing you. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಒಂದು ಔಟರ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇನ್ನರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇವು ಎರಡು ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಎಸ್, ಇವು ಎರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಗೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್. Okay, then as lung is soft structure, Yes, as we know, the lung is very soft. It has to be highly protected. Then how it is protected? ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಹೆಂಗ್ protection ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. Now, lung as it is very soft structure, it is protected in the chest region, thoracic region in a cage called as rib cage. Rib cage and ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Yes. Now, on the ventral side, what we have is on the ventral side we have a hard plate, chest bone and ಕರೀತೀವಿ. At the center we have a chest bone. Yes, sternum ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರ. ಸೈಡ್ ಗೆ lateral side ribs ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೋನ್ ಇರ್ತದ, ಲೋವರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಲೋವರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ we have a diaphragm here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ diaphragm ಇರ್ತದ. We have a diaphragm here. Now this diaphragm, it separates what? It separates the upper part of the body as well as lower part of the body. That means the upper as well as the lower part of the body is mainly separated by what? Is mainly separated by the diaphragm. Okay. Now you can just look over the diagram here. In the diagram, what we are seeing is we are seeing the diaphragm, and this diaphragm is going to divide the upper part as well as lower part. Andre diaphragm ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಡಯಾಫ್ರಾಮ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಲೋವರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Yes, based on this diaphragm we are just dividing our body parts into upper as well as lower. So this makes the superior as well as inferior part of the body. Diaphragm ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ upper part, diaphragm ಕೆಳಗಡೆ lower part. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು upper part ಗೆ superior ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, lower part ಗೆ inferior ಅಂತಾನೂ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದು medical terminology. Okay. Yes. Now lungs, in the lungs what will happen? Inside the lungs, inside the lung, this gets a branched. ಯಾವ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? The bronchus gets a branch. ನೀವು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಹಾಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಾವ into primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, bronchioles, and finally at the end we have what? Grape like structure. The structural functional units ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಇವಕ್ಕ? Alveolus. Yes, we call them as alveolus or alveoli. Yes, alveoli or alveolus ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Yes. Now here what will happen? These are the main structural and functional unit where exchange of gases takes place. Yes, where exchange of gases takes place. That means alveolus or alveoli are the terminal parts of the lungs, terminal parts of the respiratory system where exchange of gases occurs. ಯಾವ gas exchange ಆಕವು? Oxygen, carbon dioxide. In the lungs, whenever we take in air, oxygen concentration is more, and in the tissues carbon dioxide concentration is more. The carbon dioxide blood comes to the lungs, it gives carbon dioxide, it takes oxygen. That's why we are giving out oxygen and taking in, sorry, we are giving out carbon dioxide and taking in oxygen. Yes. Okay. So this is regarding the part of the lungs in an overview. Yes, in an overall way. Yes, balloon like Priyanka, they are balloon like only, bunch of grape like structures, alveoli antandra. Air sacs antanu kareethi ನಾವು. They are also said to be air sacs because air is also stored there. Okay. So this is regarding the human respiratory system in a short part. Okay, either elaborate part now we know hodaga still some more detail part is there, so let us not go into that part. So let us end up here, and with this I want to tell you one thing. Most of you were asking about the exams. So as we have did the meeting in the college, because of that we are not conducting any bridge course test for you. ನೀವು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ಟುಡೇ ಅಂಡ್ ಟುಮಾರೋ, ಇವತ್ತು ಮತ್ತು ನಾಳೆ, in these 2 days you are going to get a call from the college and they will give you all the informations. ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ. ಓಕೆ, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಟೈಮ್, ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲ್, ಏನೇನ್ ಬೇಕು ಏನೇನ್ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. Yes, so let us end up today and probably tomorrow will be our last day. Tomorrow will be our last day, so we'll finish it off our bridge course and later on we will have the actual syllabus when you come over here. Okay, yes. ಭಾಗ್ಯಶ್ರೀ, ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ 10th ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್. ನಿಮ್ 10th ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. ಓಕೆ, ಡೋ ನಾಟ್ ವರಿ. ಆ ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ನಂತರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ ದ ಫೋನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಕಾಲ್. ಓಕೆ, fine. So let's end up the class today, right? Bye.